With the first pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Kyrie Irving from Duke University.
To introduce the player that I will be talking about in this video, I want to show you this word in its modification: skill and skilled. According to Merriam-Webster, the definition of skill is the ability to do something that comes from training, experience, or practice. And skilled is basically the mastery of one such skill. Skill, along with the word special, simply describes this point guard when he comes to my mind. Since drafted with the first pick in 2011, with his talent, ability, and impact, Kyrie has been nothing short of spectacular when on the court. When assessing his talent and ability, it runs deep to make him one of the most dangerous offensive threats, not by just position, but generally in the history of the game. With his ability to finish around the rim ambidextrously, his deadly jump shot, and more importantly, his wizardly ball handling, arguably having the best handles in basketball history, it already makes him an offensive threat alone. But it's more than that. It is the way he has been able to put these abilities together with a creative mindset and instinct that views him as a transcendent, one-of-a-kind talent. A layered package extremely deep, his jump shot, some of the most beautiful footwork in the game, and virtuoso dribbling ability. At 6'2", Kyrie has maximized his God-gifted talent on the basketball court as he understands different angles on the floor and at the basket. Has the natural ability to create wide open space against his defender with no help needed. And more importantly, he's legit the first ever player who I have witnessed with my own eyes have a million different creativity combos with a million different counters to those combos. It makes him a one-on-one isolation nightmare. As in the triple threat, nobody can stop him on all three levels of the court. Add on, he is blessed with the clutch gene and has Mamba mentality. We're going to get into that later. Makes him not only one of the most dangerous offensive killers of basketball history, but put him in the convo as a top 5 skilled player ever. This has been put on display since day one. Averaging nearly 19 and 5, he won Rookie of the Year, established himself as one of the premier players to look out for. Ever since, he has been building up a legendary individual resume for himself, racking up all-star selections, competing for all NBAs, being efficient, dueling the best that the position has to offer for the title of the league's best point guard, and being a major key piece on the championship contending team. I believe there are 3 reasons why people don't consider Kyrie a top 75 player of all time. Number 1, he's injury prone. As excluding his rookie season as it was a lockout shortened season, he has never played a full season of 82 games, which the closest he ever got into that is 75 max. Number 2, he's labeled as not a leader or elite guy for a team to be great. And number 3, in my own main opinion, I feel like is the main reason to why he's probably not viewed, is the fact that there's a lot of controversy that surrounds his name off the court. I'm going to debunk all 3 of these beliefs right now. When it comes to injuries, at the end of the day, that's out of his control. As an athlete, it's bound to occur. I understand his play style may come off as seem as he shouldn't be getting injured all the time, but it's just what it is, you know? But when it comes to the lead guy situation, I understand you say he is better as a secondary option. But to say he can't be a lead guy is somewhat crazy, as he nearly did it with Boston in the 2018 season, leading them to the 2nd seed as their best player. People are so quick to write him off because of the team's postseason run to the conference finals without him, but tend to forget they wouldn't be that far if it wasn't for him, and potentially could have made it to the finals if he was there, as his ability to raise his game in pressure moments can't be denied. And last but not least, to speak on the controversy, when assessing a player's career in terms of talent, ability, and impact, the world of media has a tendency to bring up things that has absolutely nothing to do with what the player has done on the court, with the attempt to belittle their greatness. Kyrie has fell victim to that, as they belittle his greatness with things that have nothing to do with his gifts on the court, as it's simply none of their business. Whatever he believes does not take away who he is as a ball player. One of the greatest entertainers to ever play the game, putting on a constant highlight reel. He never shies away when the lights get bright, as evidence of him winning the 2014 All-Star Game MVP. And when it comes to showing up when it matters the most, in moments when the pressure's at its best, game on the line, series at stake, he always finds a way to turn up. which speaks to his career average of nearly 28 per game in all 13 NBA Finals games he has participated in. Speaking of NBA Finals, the greatest moment of Kyrie Irving's NBA career so far to date has been in the 2016 NBA Finals. Teaming up with one of the greatest ever to lace him up in LeBron James, with the opportunity to bring the Cleveland Cavaliers their first ever championship in their franchise history, being down 3-1, the series at stake, the championship on the line, Kyrie balled the hell out, averaging 28 a game, while also out-dueling the greatest point guard of his generation, the greatest shooter ever who revolutionized the game in Stephen Curry, while also creating some memorable moments that will go down in NBA history. Game 5, at Oracle, him and LeBron put up 41 apiece to save the Cavs from losing the finals on the road. In Game 7, again on the road at the difficult Oracle Arena, game on the line, win chip or going home for the next season situation, momentum shifter, and he does this.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. Play by Kyrie Irving, but it's a play he's made his entire life. The ability to score and flat out get it done on the offensive end. Irving now.
At the end of the day, Kyrie Irving will go down as one of the most deadliest point guards to ever play the game. A 7-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, one of the most skilled and talented, one of the best clutch performers ever, battled it out against some of the greatest to ever lace him up, was mentored and complimented by the greatest/best ever. His mentor was the late, great Kobe Bryant, someone who he emulated his game after a whole lot, who Kobe has once stated, out of all the ones from the younger generation, he's closest to Kyrie. And LeBron James was once even quoted as to say, he could be the MVP of our league. But more importantly, Kyrie's a winner. Is that enough to prove to you that he's a top 75 player of all time?